Hey everybody, it's Doug, Dennis, Donna, Pope, and JJ. I don't know if this guy wants to say who he is or not, but he's a friend of mine. We got a grab bag pretty much of a sort of characters of Heroclix, unopened versions of a pack of 75. There's about 32 here, JJ? About 32 left in here?
43.
Okay, there's about 42 or 44 Heroclix in this pile. We're going to take one out. We're just going to keep on going until we get tired or people have to go. And then we just pick it up another time and just do another version of counting it out. Okay, go, Donna. Let's pick one.
Okay. Her name is Poison Ivy.
Do you know anything about Poison Ivy?
I don't remember.
Oh, wait. Stop it. Oh, no. No, stop it. No, stop it. I didn't have it. Oh, sorry. You okay? I forgot to put the camera back where it needs to be.
Yeah, she's Poison Ivy. I don't know what she is. Maybe JJ can look up at it.
She's a Batman villainess. She
Oh, let's
controls
get straightened up
plants.
before we start. Go ahead and put it down there, Donna.
Can you see it?
Can you see it, cameraman?
That's Poison Ivy.
Can you see it, right?
Yeah, her cost is 49. She costs 49. She costs 49. She's through what? Batman?
Yeah, she's a Batman villainess. In the 1997 motion picture Batman and Robin, she's Uma Thurman. On the TV show Gotham, somehow she aged from a 13-year-old kid to like 33 years old. I don't understand how they did that storyline. Hopefully that show will start soon. We can watch it on DVR. And she controls plants.
She's already working on it.
Probably has long armpit hairs, and she's like, you know, plant life.
Can you put that over there? Over there?
Vegetation.
And then
Would the scientific term be botakinesis?
What's botakinesis?
I guess.
Botany.
Oh, yeah.
Kinesis.
Yeah,
What the
see?
heck did I just draw?
There you go.
Okay, I can't even spell or pronounce this. Lightning Lad. Okay, who's that? Lightning Lad.
Here is some information about Garth Rants.
Also known as Livewire, a fictional comic superhero appearing in DC, usually those featuring the Legion of Superheroes, a 30th and 31st century group of which he is a founding member. Place of origin, Wynath, wherever the heck that is.
He sounds like a British guy character.
Is it a girl or is it a guy, guys?
Guy, his name's Garth.
That's a big chest for a guy. Now, can you put...
Maybe he drinks soy milk. That's what happens when you drink soy milk.
Mark, or JJ, or Kim,
Yes.
or Fred, or Johnson. Any word. John.
Jack.
Fred Flintstone. Dwayne.
What about that one guy?
Just call me Darkwing.
Dark.
What about that one guy?
You know, I don't even remember. I can't even remember your real name.
What?
I can't even remember. Let me see it.
I was thinking about the other guy. Based on,
Did you see who it was?
Hmm?
What's it say?
The Red Sox just took the lead, in case you're into the
Black
Boston Red
Sox?
Sox.
You know who that is?
No idea.
You want to search your phone? You want JJ?
What is it?
JJ search his phone.
What's his name?
Blackhawks, you said?
That's his name, Blackhawk. Yeah. That's gonna be a you know what? If I typed in the word Blackhawks, it's gonna give me a Chicago hockey team. So I
You could
don't know
put.
what to type
You could put superhero Blackhawks.
DC or something.
I don't know if it's DC or Marvel.
It says DC.
Oh, okay.
Okay, an eponymous fictional character of the long-running comic book series, first published by Quality Comics and later DC. Created by Chuck Quidera with input from Bob Powell and Will Eisner, whoever they are. Hopefully they're watching this and they'll put a comment. August 1941. That's really old.
That's one really old Blackhawk.
The Chicago Blackhawks of the National Hockey League started in 1903 or something like that, whenever the NHL started. One of the original 6 franchises.
Who's that one?
I don't know who this is. Who's this?
You know what this is like? This is like pop-up video. This is what we're doing. We're like VH1.
VH1?
Okay, it says Abra Cadabra, but with a K.
That's not abracadabra.
That's what it said.
Right under the joke.
She looks like Beyonce with Medusa's hair. That's what it looks like. So what the heck can abracadabra do?
Oh,
Stop.
Stop.
Okay, also DC, Abracadabra DC, a magical supervillain appearing in American comics published by DC. First appearance of The Flash, May 1962. So she's a Flash villain. Are you still reading the cost, or just skip all the?
We have that once, so hopefully it shows up on camera.
Shadow.
It looks like
Yes.
Shadowcat.
That's Kitty Pryde. Yeah.
Shadowcat.
Shadowcat,
You can't
as
see
Donna
me.
places it in front of the camera.
Yes. Shadowcat.
You can't
And
see me.
As Donna places it there. Shadowcat, real name is Kitty Pryde, or Catherine Pryde, also known as Kitty Pryde. Computer genius, also known as Sprite and Ariel.
No, you see her.
One-time girlfriend of Colossus. One-time girlfriend of Doug Ramsey. Her powers. Is your middle name Ramsey?
Sure, why not?
You already have a girlfriend. Is
Is that my first?
Her power is to phase through solid objects, kind of like the Vision. So her mutant power is the same power that the Vision had to build into himself as an android, if that makes sense. So yeah, Kitty, but you can even see her foot right here is on the other side of this big plank of wood. Yeah, see?
Oh, no.
And that's my turn to pick. I'm not doing that Hector Hammond loser, whoever the heck that is. Okay, who did I get? Somebody with, it looks like Emperor Palpatine.
I gotta make sure I gotta check and see if they're at their mark.
Fool Society Priest. I'm gonna look that up right now.
Full Society.
This is not.
Yeah,
This is not.
it looks like
No, let me check it before you
the
pull it,
Sith
okay?
Lord from Clone Wars.
This is.
Alright, who the heck is this?
I don't know.
Maybe.
The other ones are.
It's
He might
from
be from
Earth,
Star Trek.
Earth 616, Marvel Database. The occultist organization, later known as Thule Society, was an ancient order exterminated and sacrificing numerous Atlanteans. Not a whole lot of info there. What else do we know about these guys?
Turn them around, Donna. Turn them around.
Official name unknown, possibly Order of the Hydra. Organization aliases: Cathari, son of Anubis, Ariosophist, Watanists,
Turn
Seven
around
Kings, Black Order, Green Society, Red Society, Holy Order, and Order of the Hydra. Whoop-de-doo. Not anybody I'd be excited about using in the game.
Can I say something?
What do you want to say, Donna?
He's just like he's. Remember that shelf? He's like this is like he's praying or something like that.
No, I don't know what show.
It's like
There's a lot of
Who
shows, Donna.
prays with their hands up like that?
She just remembers everything and stuff that we don't know about because she's older than us.
Not the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because they have to pray with your arms crossed.
Mr. Takes please.
Come on, what's the other guy's name? Is that one show?
Take some, please. Take one.
What his name is?
Well, she's talking about God friended me because it's a pastor, reverend.
Which one you want? Pick one.
I'm trying to think which one.
I got Wildcat.
Okay, do you know anything about? Put her over here. Wait, I see if she's straight.
It's a guy, I think.
It's a he.
What's the
That's a boxer, isn't it? From DC Comics, Superman.
you look at that thing?
Okay, so as they're doing that, the name of several fictional characters, the most famous being Theodore Ted Grant, a longtime member of Justice Society of America, January 1942. Wow.
He's been in the Batman animated series as a informant or something like that, the Batman or something like that, I believe.
Can I say something about this one?
Sure.
When I look at this name, Wildcat, that's my high school. El Camino, El Camino Wildcats.
Mine was dragons.
So I already have one of these that hasn't been in the video. I have this guy already. A friend of mine, I'm not mentioning on the video because he won't let me. But when he gave me all his Heroclix, when we first collected them back in 2003 or something like that, I have this one. So, what's his name? I have two of these guys now.
You have two of these? It is Dreadnoughts. So the Dreadnoughts in Marvel Comics are like really powerful droids on the order of Doctor Doom's Doomsmen.
Okay.
Made out of some kind of titanium. Or, yeah. Not one of the fictional Marvel Universe metals, but like a real metal like titanium. They're evil. Bottom of the 13th inning, the Dodgers need to score a run here or else they're in deep doo-doo in the series.
Spring sports. Heroclix.
Well, Heroclix is a sport. It's competitive.
Strong guy. Strong.
So JJ.
Strong guy or something?
Strong guy?
Strong guy. Look at him.
He's got glasses and everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Look at him.
Is that a Justice League or is that
I just thought Strong Guy was Image.
I don't think there's Image
Strong Guy
Heroclix.
Marvel? Okay, the alias of Guido Carosella, a fictional superhero appearing in Marvel Comics created by Chris Claremont, that's the X-Men guy, and Bill Sienkiewicz, first appeared in New Mutants in July of 1985.
Turn them around so you can see the numbers and stuff, please. We're almost done.
I'm consciously avoiding that Hector Hammond loser. So
Okay, put him back.
I don't want to. Yay! I got the Charlie Chan Hulk. Incredible Hulk with a Chinese-looking face and bowl cut. Do I need to say any more than that? Everybody knows who the Hulk is, and everybody knows who Chinese people are.
You want to explain what his movies or anything, and maybe future coming movies or something?
His movies?
Yeah.
He's got a ton of them. He's got that one with Jennifer Connelly was his girlfriend, and he's got another one where Edward Norton played Banner, and then all these Avenger ones where Mark Ruffalo plays Banner. But the best was with the Bill Bixby would transform into the Hulk, and his eyes would get all weird, and then he becomes Lou Ferrigno, and then he have his pants all ripped. And then at the end of the movie, it's Bill Bixby again, and then he walks up the hill. That was the best one.
He goes to copyrights there. You may go, sir.
He looks like Chinese.
There was a character actually named Turtle.
He
wants it?
He wants to buy it?
No.
No. That's his.
Money.
He wants it.
It's worth. It's worth.
Oh, is it worth money? Is it silver or is it white? Because it changes through series.
He wants to know the cost.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. I can look it up later. I have a thing that tells me the prices. Cameraman, when we're done here, when everybody's done, remind me before you go home to go to the internet and check his prices right up there in the corner by you. And we can see what the price of him is. I have no idea what you're trying to tell us.
Oh, he was saying he wants to buy it off you.
No, he doesn't want to buy it off.
His character's name is Turtle.
Turtle?
Turtle. And he looks like Donald Trump with a different haircut with a turtle costume.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Turtle. Is he a turtle guy?
His name is Turtle.
Check DC.
Yeah,
Turtle DC Power.
Dwayne.
Turtle. Comic Vine.
Here, darling. Daughter,
What
stop.
does it say
Here.
about Turtle? A foe of Jay Garrick and the first foe of Barry Allen. There you go. It's a Flash.
He's
villain.
like looks like a
That
ninja
makes
turtle.
sense. He's the opposite.
Because
of
he's the
Flash.
opposite.
He looks like ninja,
Tortoise in the hair.
ninja turtle. As you can tell the back of it.
So it's
Shell.
Donatello then, because he's like the greenest one. Whose turn was it?
That's Dwayne's.
Yeah, 'cause
He's
he's
saying the color. He's saying the color might be worth. It might be worth something.
Oh.
he's nice.
Just tell us later. Just tell us later. Don, bring that back because they gotta talk about that. Bring it back.
Is that the turtle? He's
You can put Hulk.
Barry
You can
Allen.
put Hulk back over there.
Basically, we just said that he's a foe of Barry Allen, and they did
Turn it
that.
around so people can see the numbers.
Did it on purpose because he's the exact opposite of Barry Allen. He's slow.
You gotta move your hand. You can't put your hand
I'm
right
trying to do it.
there. Okay, so it's my turn now.
Yeah. He did.
that
I
a
got
Joker?
Oh. Well,
Well, why don't we all say a little bit of what we know about the Joker?
You guys can start
I
now.
don't remember.
I know that he's one of only 2 characters to be played in a movie where the guy died and then won an Oscar for playing him.
Does it say which Joker it is? Can you? I
Yeah,
can't. It's too dark.
that's the
I mean, other than Napier.
What
there
name
other
is that Joker?
that's the Boker.
This is the Joker creature.
I don't know anything about the Joker
Oh, that-
creature.
Yeah, that's yeah. What do you call it? Cameraman knows.
Don't mention him.
Don't even mention that they're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
It doesn't want to even be mentioned at all.
yeah, I think he's a evil. What, evil?
Why don't you put it on her? You. But you use right here. If we're gonna do an inappropriate video that's not inappropriate now and mention it, people are gonna know it's inappropriate. But so far in the video, people who already know would know, and people who shouldn't know, their parents should already caught them and told them not to watch it.
So now that you said that, I want to go down to Campus Liquor and get a 6-pack of Yoo-hoo. I'm gonna drink it.
Okay,
Drink
so
it, and drink it.
did you? Okay, stop. Pick one.
He's. What? Rachel?
That's got to be Cyclops' daughter.
Rachel Summers?
Yeah, I don't need to look that up. Rachel Summers is the future in a future reality, the daughter of Scott Summers and Jean Grey, and then she went back in time to our Marvel mainstream timeline before she herself was born, and it screwed up. And she became the Phoenix. She has what do you call it? Telepathic powers that are just as powerful as Professor Xavier.
It's not turning.
There it goes.
So she can walk.
She can what?
So she can walk.
Except yes, that's correct. She can walk. She's not immobile like Professor X.
What a fortunate person.
Right there.
So that means she has feeling from the waist down, and that means that she can have sexual intercourse. See, this is an inappropriate video. Professor X can't have sexual intercourse.
We just took a deep end off the. We just jumped
But
off
he
the
can make
high
himself.
board.
He can make himself and the person he wants to interact with hallucinate and thinking that they are having full time sex. With the feeling underneath the
Hey, can we bring it back? Can we bring it back to appropriate behavior, please?
thing, right?
Can we bring it back?
Come on,
So
come on,
he can
guys.
definitely do that.
Can we bring it back to appropriate behavior, please?
Did I get one of the Green Lantern guys?
Look at
No, I got who we watch every Tuesday
Yeah,
night,
Green.
Black Lightning.
Yep, Black Lightning.
Black Lightning. He's got 2 teenage daughters, or one 20-year-old daughter, one teenage daughter. He's a principal in a high school. He just got stripped of his position as principal. Spoiler alert for you.
Ugh.
Talk about bringing it back to appropriate. And
Turn around, Donna.
played by Cress Williams, famous for Beverly Hills 90210. What do we keep calling him on the show? Jefferson what? Jefferson something on the show, yeah. And from the name, as his name implies, he has electrical powers and he's black.
Oh.
Go ahead, Dwayne. We're almost done.
We are cruising through.
Nick Fury. Pronounced backwards, Erupt.
Speaking of Nick Fury backwards, he's already back to his original race of Caucasian.
In the movies?
No, on this.
Well, maybe this came out
action
before they changed
Actually,
them. Heroclix
probably,
came out in
yeah,
like
yeah.
2002 or
You said 2003.
2003 or something like that.
Actually, he prefers the term Anglo.
Anglo. He said that. They
Yeah,
figured.
you turn it around and everything.
So if that's the case, then this the basis for this action figure is David Hasselhoff from Baywatch, because that's what he did in between his seasons of Baywatch. Filmed Nick Fury.
This is my guy.
This is yours, Doug? This looks like
Let's do one, two,
a
three.
symbiote, like Venom. What is it? Shrinking Violet. Let's see who the heck is Shrinking Violet. It's gotta be
Y'all having
DC.
fun?
I've never heard that
Yes.
Marvel character before. Shrinking Violet.
That's what she looks like.
Turn it around so you can
She's
see
kind of
According to
the number.
Shrinking Violet.
Here's the definition of shrinking violet.
No,
Informal. An exaggeratedly shy person.
I don't want that. I want the hero Shrinking Violet.
She's kind of pretty.
Here, Shrinking Violet character. Also known as Atom Girl, ATOM, Atom Girl, a superhero and Legion of Superheroes member in the 31st century, DC. She comes from the planet Imsk and has the power to shrink to a tiny size and do all as do all Imsk natives. That was almost inappropriate. See, one typographical error in English can make your sentence pornographic and inappropriate, even if you didn't mean to.
Alright, put it over there. Pick the next character. Are you good to me?
Imsk.
I was gonna say
That's that Hammond loser.
him and Luce, whatever his name is.
Is this guy supposed to be Stan Lee on the toilet?
No, Professor Xavier is supposed to be Stanley on a toilet. All right, let's
that guy.
look this guy up. Hector Hammond. Hector Hammond.
He looks like
According to Wikipedia, Hector Hammond is a fictional character, a supervillain appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics, who is primarily an enemy of Green Lantern.
There you go.
oh, I didn't know that.
Green
Can you turn
Lantern.
around and show the numbers?
There's that one.
You want to pick one out and then give it to me and like fix the numbers.
Okay, it looks like.
Yeah, I fix the numbers first. Yeah, find out the name. Did you find the name?
It says Cheetah. I don't know
Yeah,
if
this is Cheetah.
Oh yeah,
This is
same
Cheetah.
thing is on. It's
It's DC.
So it's
It's
It's like the Heroclix, the Dice Master to have, where I can attack and she did the additional 2
Okay.
damage or
Yeah.
something.
what I want to know is, did Tigra from Marvel come out before that, or did Cheetah come out? Because one of them is obviously a ripoff of the other. So anyway, Greer Nelson from Marvel started in November 1972. So when did Cheetah in DC start?
She was in the original Justice League cartoon.
1972. This is 1943. That's almost 30 years. Yeah. Okay. So Stan Lee ripped off DC for that.
Show her number. Use your other hand because you're blocking the camera. Okay, sir.
That's really good film direction there. Did you ever take acting classes?
No. Can you put your hand in here?
Wasn't there a history with DC and Marvel that a lot of the people who founded Marvel were previous DC?
They go back and forth all the
I wouldn't be
time.
surprised,
Something like
yeah.
that.
There you
That's
go.
what-
Like
That's
Bob-
why there's
Bob
like
Kane,
Justice
Jack Kirby.
League,
What's the name?
and their team was called the Avengers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's also why Greek and Roman mythology is so
Mad
similar
Hatter.
to each other.
Yeah, Heather.
Is that a Batman villain?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you know about him?
He's basically just like from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh,
Okay.
that was
But you might
part.
want to look up the
That's part of
preferred.
it.
Has he
That's
been on
part to
Gotham?
it.
I think the guy that's been the villain for the last 2 seasons, like poisons people and his sister,
Mhm.
and everybody's poisoned because of him, I think that's the Mad
See?
Hatter,
See,
but they call him something else.
see, it's part to him. Yeah, glue it back.
Okay.
That's part. That's part of him.
What else
Change
do
the
we know
camera
about
and see his costume cost.
Mad Hatter?
There's his name and there's the cost.
First appearance 1865.
Well, I'm gonna make this chair. Can't lean back on that.
And not for the be leaning back in the chairs.
You want to-
Everybody does it though.
you want to-
Even me.
Here, first appearance as a comic book in 1948. There you go. His name is Jervis Tetch. Tetch.
Is that the name of the guy, the villain?
Jervis Tetch.
The one that had the scissors and poisoned everybody? Is his name Jervis something?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, that
This still hasn't called my hour yet.
there, one
It's
time.
my turn? Was that Dwayne's?
Yeah, that was Dwayne's. Cause I put on the left.
Oh, I got Freddy Guy.
Who?
There you go.
Okay,
Oh,
it
no.
says Koi Boy. All right, let's look up Koi Boy.
Koi boy.
Koi.
No, that's not his. No, it's his.
A song by
Yeah.
Jack Stauber. That's not what we want. We want
That's not just something.
here. What should we do? Koi
I know.
Boy Hero.
I-
All right.
Mm.
Heroclix. Yeah, Koi Boy Heroclix right there. Deadpool and X-Force booster set. So he comes from. He's in that Deadpool type.
Oh.
He's in the Deadpool universe.
Makes sense. He's a weird
That's
one.
not his. That's his.
Created by Rob
Turn
Liefeld.
the numbers around, Donna. So what's his powers?
Look it up. Koi Boy powers. His name is Ken Shiga. Has fought alongside Squirrel Girl, who has defeated every villain in the whole universe. Powers and abilities. Marine zoopathy. Can communicate with fish. I didn't know that was called marine zoopathy. Okay. So I'm learning everything tonight. Botany and zoopathy.
Lovely, take
Enhanced
one, please.
agility, enhanced strength,
Oh,
and super
no.
Oh, he's
speed.
still reading stuff.
Growth,
Go ahead.
retardation, and alteration.
Retardation.
Retardation claims to be able to grow very slowly to fit the size of his container.
Oh.
So you could
Oh,
use him
no.
to like clean up oil spills in the Gulf.
Same one.
Same one?
Yeah.
You got doubles of Koi Boy.
No, Mad Hatter.
His powers really is like a koi.
So put it back and pick another one.
It'd stop his growth to fit the container. He said.
Okay, we're off by one because John got duplicated the Mad Hatter. Remember, see?
That looks like the Black James Bond.
I don't
What
know
is
who
that?
that one is.
Or a Black Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, we have this in the last set.
Was it?
He's the last.
Richter?
Yeah, we had him in the last set.
Richter.
He's coming.
Richter Frankenstein.
Wait a minute.
Richter Marvel.
See, he has
Richter,
green. Yeah,
fictional superhero created by writer Louise Simonson and Walt Simonson. Appeared in X Factor 17, so that's roughly when I was in 6th grade. That's like 1986.
Hey.
Julio Esteban Richter. Ability to
Richter.
yeah, Richter, but Richter.
Oh.
Ability to generate and manipulate
Oh.
seismic energies. A
Oh.
little bit different than being a koi.
Oh.
Now go ahead and put them
What's that?
back.
A little bit different
It's
than
not
being
to him.
No, what was his powers?
an ability
Okay,
to manipulate
it's not to him.
seismic energies.
Don't put him over
I
there.
know.
What,
Not to
and
him.
his name is
Not
what?
to him.
Richter,
Put this over there.
like the Richter scale.
You know why?
Oh, there you
Is
go.
that DC
You
or
know
Marvel?
why?
Is it?
Because
So
look,
all the
that
way?
character is
Yeah.
named Yellow Jacket.
See?
It's
It's this
original.
one.
Are we still on the Mad Hatter or what?
No, Donna's just being weird.
Okay, this character is Yellow Jacket, originally one of Henry Pyme's. How do you pronounce P-Y-M? Pym or Pyme?
Pop.
Pop.
I don't know.
Henry
It's fine.
Pop's one of Henry. One of his 4 aliases, including Giant Man, Goliath, Ant-Man, and Yellow Jacket. And then his identity was stolen by a Mexican lady named Flora something. And she took the Yellow Jacket costume and disappeared into the 31st century to go adventuring with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the real ones from 1990 that I liked. And Yellow
Turn
Jacket
around so they see the numbers.
has not been in a movie, has not been in any of the Avengers movies.
She will be in the Avengers that you may not like. No, I'm just kidding.
The Infinity War.
Mister, send me a message. SOP.
SOP.
You know,
Whoa.
Whoa.
cheetah again.
Yeah,
she's like, what?
It's just like she's doing a Bruce Lee punch.
Don't take another one, JJ.
Bruce
Alright.
Lee.
Sir.
Huh?
Okay, so go ahead and pick another
Because
one.
that's duplicate.
Who's this?
Up there with
Ooh, nice.
No, so there are pictures on. Who is it? Say who is this?
Merlin.
Merlin?
Like
Yeah.
Malcolm Merlin?
Yeah, I think so.
Malcolm
he's pretty cool.
Merlin, whom we know from the TV series to be Thea's father, his natural father. She was raised by Robert Quinn, but her father's actually Merlin. He got his hand cut off by somebody, Damien Dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously these things came out long before the TV show Arrow. And what? He's a member of the League of Assassins, right?
Mm-hmm. He's the leader, yeah. My turn. Oh, Plastic Man.
Nice. Doug Drew.
Oh, that one. His skull's just stretch. Like he said, stretch.
Ralph, yeah.
Do you want to explain about Plastic Man?
Well, what I'd like to know is which came up with that idea first, Marvel or DC? Did Reed Richards with Fantastic Four?
Plastic Man was in the original Justice League team.
Yeah, and that's from the 40s?
TV show from the 80s or whatever.
Okay, August 1941. I'm assuming that's long before Fantastic Four. Reed Richards, first appearance 1961, so he's beat him by at least 20 years. Yeah.
Doesn't matter who comes out first. It's
Which one do you like better? Or...
who comes up on top.
Well, didn't he have
I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, did Stan Lee make Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Do you think Stan Lee designed Plastic Man?
Oh, maybe.
Plastic Man can turn into any shape he wants. Can Mr. Fantastic do that?
Yeah, but not because his powers gave him that ability, but because he's so smart that his mind.
He can turn into cars and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
He has
He
to
can
concentrate
stretch
really
out.
hard on it, but yeah.
It stretch out his body.
Yeah, Reed Richards is far smarter than him, obviously, but his powers are Plastic Man's powers have come to him more naturally.
Oh, this is a cool guy.
What's his name and give it back to me?
He's a
It
cool.
is. What the hell is the name? Ace. That's it. Ace. ACE.
I think he's a Batman villain. The Kingdom Hearts.
Ace. Ace Comic Con. Ace of Swords. Ace Batman.
Oh man.
No, I didn't want Ace the Bat Hound. That's the dog. I didn't want that. They turned her into a metahuman girl in the DC animated universe. They made him female.
Did you ask for villains? Ace the villain from the House of Cards? Maybe?
Here we go. Ace of Spades is the name of 5 fictional characters from DC Comics. Joker. The team abandoned again for so apparently he was in the Joker's gang for a while. King,
Bloody
Queen,
hell.
Jack 10. Royal Flush Gang in DC Comics, and they all go by different names like King, Queen, Jack 10, and Ace.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they turned her female.
Ace.
Why are they called the Royal Flush Gang?
Because they're cards.
Because it's all the same suit, and it's 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace.
They were in Batman animated series too, and they were in different versions of them. Were in the Batman 2019 or 2099 or whatever, the Batman Beyond. Yeah. So it's your turn. That was really hard to turn.
So let's see if I can get an easy one to turn. Now that Hector Hammond is gone, who did I get this time? Somebody green. Is this Abomination? It is Abomination. Hulk's arch nemesis. Which is curious because it's the same color as Hulk. So shouldn't Hulk's enemies be like a different color?
A blue.
Also got his
ring.
powers from gamma radiation.
My blue ring puts it better.
So
So we're 2 off now because they both got duplicates.
okay. The fat dude from Preacher and the fat dude from the Greg Gutfeld show has been lobbying to play the Abomination in a Hulk movie. Not likely to happen, but I think he would.
I heard there's gonna be a new Hulk movie.
Is the villain going to be that?
I have no idea who it's gonna be, but I heard there's gonna be a new Hulk movie. But they've been talking about that for a few years now.
Mhm.
You done, Mr. Sir? Mr. Circus? You know who this is.
She bang, she bang,
What's her name? She Bang.
she hold, she hold.
See, no, they can hear you.
Well, you know what they say on Big Bang Theory: the most courageous man in the Marvel universe is the guy who has to give She-Hulk a bikini wax.
It won't hurt her
naughty
though.
thoughts.
It won't hurt her though because she's so tough.
I think it was more so that like, if they screw it up, she'll like choke him to death.
No.
Who's this clown? Is this Guile?
Sonic Boom.
No, that's G.I. Joe.
That's DC, I believe.
Is that Hawk?
This is
Optimus Prime.
Punisher Squad.
Punisher Squad.
Yeah.
Okay, what the heck is Punisher Squad? It obviously has nothing to do with Frank Castle, who's a vigilante. Operates by himself. Punisher. Oh, there are a bunch of Navy SEALs? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
That's it.
Psyched you out.
Punisher Squad.
We're over here playing grab hands over here for you might hearing the thumping noises, everybody.
Punisher
Someone's
Squad
sleeping.
is a group of concerned citizens, radical child advocates that bring sexual predators to light. Okay.
What?
What?
It's a group of concerned citizens that bring sexual predators to light.
Oh, so the punch them and stuff like that, right?
And that's the actual comic?
Is that the card? Is that the character for that one?
They got the same logo as the Punisher. It's like a yellow skull with blue eyes instead of
No,
a
see,
white
no,
skull with
who is
black.
Oh, Doug knows this is.
Is that Thunderbird from
Yeah, didn't we have him in
fucking,
another?
The Gifted?
Didn't we have him from another set too?
think so.
The last set we had, didn't we have him in there too?
Thunderbird, so obviously American Indian. He's in all of the X-Men comics and New Mutant comics. He's on The Gifted.
That's what I picked. Because I have.
That was her pick?
Yeah.
What was the name of the
I have
the Justice League
some friends are
guy that
are
grows
half
really big?
some friends
Apache
are
Chief.
Apache Chief.
Hinachok.
Who is that?
It is Amethyst.
Who the hell is this?
That was my screen name on MySpace. That's like 12 years ago, 13 years ago that I had MySpace.
I have some MySpaces, but I'm not gonna say what they are because they weren't very nice.
No, I'm talking about the
Okay.
You know what my MySpace, my 2 MySpaces are that weren't really MySpaces, that were MySpaces?
What were they?
Yeah,
I can't say.
the one that says like me and my board.
No, I can't say on camera because they have some naughty stuff on it.
Really?
Amethyst, Princess of Gem World, Legion of Superheroes, first appearance, April 1983.
Shut up! No.
Lord Amy Winston is her alias. And
quiet.
Your turn to pick
Don't you
one.
know we're making Heroclix videos up here?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Disrespect,
Shut
man.
your
The
crap.
king needs to go tell them to shut up.
The king.
No, the queen will tell him shut up.
Yeah.
I think the queen's asleep.
I
That's
said,
weird.
shut your trap.
I see.
Right, this girl's
think I
name is
think
Censor Girl.
I said, shut your trap.
SENSOR.
I was going to say
Yeah.
that word. I said, no.
Okay.
She looks like an anime
DC.
character.
Academia. Princess Projectra is a fictional character, superheroine in the 31st century DC Comics universe, created by Jim Shooter, who created Iron Man. So yeah, there's a lot of back and forth. Marvel and DC back and forth. July 1966, her first appearance.
What time is it?
11.
11.
Call the cops on those last people.
Right.
My turn?
Yeah. Let's get in there.
A couple more, and I'm going to bed.
Who is this?
Shut up.
Alright. Alright, I
Your voices are picking up on camera.
My nose is so sore now.
We lost Donna.
And I'm going to be right back. Excuse me, Dwayne.
It's a long butt name.
Is it?
Oh, what?
She's gonna drink back there.
It is Ultimatum Major. Okay, big deal. Who's that? Ultimatum Major. Ultimatum Major. Marvel Database. Ultimatum Major. Official name is Ultimatum. Universe is Earth
Get back
1610.
here, honey.
Locations Manhattan and Latveria. Ooh, Dr. Doom ally.
Interesting.
Dr. Doom.
Okay. A little bit more. Okay.
Trivia. Notes.
All the way in.
Ultimatum was
My
met.
hand is up.
More?
Yeah, she can't get back. She's trying to get back over here to her seat.
She got through last time, though, right? Okay. Oh, wait, she just went through.
Alright.
What the hell?
Spider-Man kiss.
Why did you ask me to go all the way in when you could just go like that?
What's she doing to me?
She's spinning on your head?
She is?
Yes, so.
What is it laughing at, JJ?
Says Ultimatum was met with an almost universally negative reaction from reviewers and fans alike. IGN listed Ultimatum as one of the worst comic book events ever created.
And they made a Heroclix out of him?
You guys are madly in love, and when I mean madly, I mean out of your minds.
Whose was that, JJ's?
Insanely in love.
Oh,
No,
yes.
that was Mark's? Or,
it's yours.
No,
You
I
said
didn't
it
pick
had a
one
long
yet.
button name.
Did I pick it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yours.
Whoever that is holding a scythe in his hand.
I can't say his name right. What's the name of it?
Corsairs from the Starjammers. Is from X-Men. An alien from, far away. Either the Kree or the Shire. Yeah, Shire. There you go. The
We're gonna
Shire.
count all these up before.
Ally of Cyclops, ally of Rogue, and Marvel Girl, Jean Grey.
Oh, it's JJ.
Colossus. Yeah. The word Corsair means a pirate. That's why he's holding that blade.
A Reaper?
Yeah. Exactly. Raper.
We're almost there.
Who did I get? Hand Ninja. Okay, so the hand. Do the thing with the twist. So the hand is a Japanese kind of like, crime syndicate, kind of like Yakuza, I guess, would be the best way to describe them. They will not allow any of their members to be taken captive. So if any of their members ever get defeated in a fight, their body automatically dissolves. I don't know, they put some kind of Japanese curse on them and their body dissolves.
So Japanese curse, huh?
Yeah. Ninja curse.
This
This
guy's right here.
Nova. Like I said before, Richard Rider, who in the comic books is a white dude, but in the TV series Ultimate Spider-Man is a Hispanic dude named Sam. Richard Rider is a high school student by day, adventurer Nova by night, flies really fast, with a yellow helmet. They made a movie called The Rocketeer in 1991, obviously a ripoff of that character, Nova.
I got Alora.
Laura.
No, I got some Star Trek character. Some Star Trek character.
And the Star Trek character is named Yeoman Rand.
I'm tired.
Let's see who this is, Yeoman Rand.
You put some lotion on your hands, Dwayne. They're really rough.
You're ashy.
Not ashy, just rough.
DJ Doug.
What the hell? Yeoman Rand.
That's
Here is
rough.
some information about Janice Rand.
A fictional character in the American science fiction television series Star Trek, the original series, as well as 3 Star Trek films. She's the captain's yeoman on board the Enterprise, first appeared in the episode The Man Trap, played by Grace Lee Whitney.
She's
Look at this
cool.
guy. Name.
This is Checkmate Medic. What the heck is a Checkmate Medic?
Was I the only one that heard that someone needed to go to bed or something?
Checkmate
Not
Medic.
yet.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Here are some listings.
Checkmate Medic.
It's a medic. Cool. Need another one of those. I have 2 of them.
Oh. Don't really give any information on
Yeah,
what
he's
powers
asleep.
they have.
He's bored. That's why he fell asleep.
Doug.
Hmm?
Do you fart sometimes?
Should you be saying that in the video?
Yeah.
Fart.
Farting is not a bad word.
Yeah, but that's not on topic.
Why not?
Whose turn is it?
It's yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
There's no info on what the Checkmate Medic actually does to heal people.
It's
See,
an
you
ability.
and Donna just, you guys are like synchronized
This-
thinkers.
Alright, who the heck is this?
Or not.
Craven the Hunter, Sergei
That's
Kravinoff, who kidnapped, what's his name? Peter Parker. After Peter Parker married his wife, Mary Jane Watson, Sergei Kravinoff drugged him and stuffed him in a coffin, buried him alive, assumed the identity of Spider-Man for like, I don't know, 2 weeks or something, and then wore the black costume, and then like
Where'd you get this from?
beat the hell out of a bunch of criminals, and Mary Jane knew that it wasn't
Was it
really
your
him.
turn?
I'm after JD.
Okay.
So that's how Mary Jane knew that it wasn't really Spider-Man
Yes,
because
very
Peter
good.
Parker would never do that, and then she somehow tracked down where he was buried and she unearthed his body. So,
You didn't have any powers?
well, he's a natural fighter, a natural hunter. He can communicate with
No,
animals.
Spider-Man had no powers.
Whatever he shot him with, it was drugged him enough to the point where he couldn't use his power.
This guy's turn.
Snake Man. Bouncing an invisible basketball.
So that's the character that I said was E.T. with a long tail, and his name is Snake Man.
No, his name is a Copperhead.
Oh, Copperhead. Because I was about to say.
Oh, Marvel Comics Spider-Man, I believe.
When I went to when I played Little League, there was this dude named Anthony Rocco, and we called him Snake Man. Yeah. Copperhead. Is that one of the?
Oh shoot! I forgot to put the
Serpent
note on my
Society.
car.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Everyone take your car.
No, the
First
person
appearance.
that said that is afraid. The person that has a huge car next to my parking
July
spot is going to
1968.
get mad at him for parking there. And I told him, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Copperhead's contortionist skills allow him to fit himself into incredibly small spaces, such as chimneys. Originally wore a snake-themed costume. Bulletproof and impenetrable to almost any cutting-edge weapon. Slippery water and heat-proof silicone gel allows Copperhead to slide along any surface and slip out of tight spots. The tail could be stretched several feet and strong enough to snap bone and shatter stone.
Ooh.
Wow.
My turn.
And it is named Lieutenant Leslie. Ah!
It's a red shirt. It's going to die. Take it off. Take it off. Take it.
Lieutenant Leslie. There are 3
It's
people
already- I did-
around
I
this,
did that already.
sitting around this table that have a completely
already.
different
I did
view
already.
of Lieutenant Leslie than that Lieutenant Leslie.
That's the only Lieutenant Leslie I know
Oh, it's okay.
I did it already.
of. Is there a slang word for lieutenant or something?
No,
I
the
don't
name
know.
is Leslie. We all dated Leslie.
No, we didn't.
What
It's
is
a
it?
figment of our imagination.
The 3 of us
A
dated
human,
Leslie.
a human
Can I
Starfleet officer in the
put that down
23rd
there, Doc.
century.
Let me see.
Served under the command of Captain James T. Kirk during a historic 5-year mission, and a versatile crew member. played by Eddie Paskey, and suffers from irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, that wasn't cool, man.
Damn, that was a low blow.
That was not cool. She could see these, man. That's not cool.
Okay, you ready?
Even though I have no idea what you're talking about, that was a low blow.
Yeah, switch it out.
Ready?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's
That's
S.
low,
It's just a figment of our
Okay,
imagination.
wait. I'll start this one. This one is
Mhm.
SHIELD.
IT. Almost. Shield. Everybody knows what Shield is.
Look,
The
look
freaking
at that.
Nick Fury's organization, Marvel's Agents of Shield. And this one is Metropolis SCU. So obviously Metropolis is the city where Superman grew up, but what's SCU? Special Crime Unit? Yeah. Metropolis Special Crime Unit.
Oh,
And we're done! Woohoo!
Now we gotta count and find out exactly how many there are because we didn't count it right the first
You
time.
guys can
that's one.
I'll take my contact.
Here. Here goes. Here goes. Okay, where's that other guy? Oh, you know what? Belong to him. Cause his hat, the hand was like this. Where's this looks like this looks like. Oh yeah. It's like this. Okay, this belongs to this guy.
Are you gonna help me or are you just gonna mess with them?
And then it belongs to this guy. It belongs to him. It belongs to him. Okay, it belongs to him. And him to you.
Oh, I guess I'll be in suspense about what the Incredible Hulk thing was.
I have.
We're almost done here.
I have to him.
Oh, do you see how they're set up?
I have him to you. Come here, you Hulk. Cripple Hulk.
With a Charlie Chan face.
Yeah.
Flat top haircut. See if I can snore louder than anybody else.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Hold on.
Look at him.
Hold on. Can you hand me those down there? All those down there?
All these?
Uh-huh.
What about these guys?
No, we're not doing those yet.
You got.
Can you hand me more, please?
Okay. Here you go. I'm gonna show you that.
I'm counting them. I was just
Oh,
separating
I
them.
don't know.
I separated them first,
Mhm.
so I could count. So I could count them. That's gonna be easier for my next tour that I have to do tonight.
You need to be recording the counting, or
Yeah, 'cause I gotta tell what the number is. Cause
oh, you need to document it.
no, I need to know for what the numbers are out. The 75 out of what? Because we didn't have the exact number earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You bring them faster than that. I don't know. Yeah, there was a total of 4 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 40, right? 10 times 10 times 4 is 40, right? I got it's 40. So 75 out of 40 is what we did here tonight, and we're done. And then the cameraman wants to cancel the video, he can. Can you turn off the video?
And we can do this now.